Now that me and my friends are done watching the 2 seasons of the classic 1980s Superbook series, the amazing classic by the way, time to go back to using the good old-fashioned Windows XP. I wonder if there's a new SML video called Jeffy's Mad Cow Disease, since I heard that Jeffy has gone completely insane from eating his father's Big Mac, which for some reason was made of meat from a cow with mad cow disease. I'll just go to YouTube and see. Gosh, I swear I feel like I'm going completely insane over too many error shenanigans. If this keeps on going, I'm seriously going to lose it.
Hello there. I am Sedusa, a woman who is notorious for preying on the hearts of men and tricking them into doing her bidding. And I have introduced you my very own error. Hence the title called Sedusa Error. And there will be about 40 chances and the bomb will be at 120 hours. Which is 5 days. Do not turn off your computer, not at any time until the end of this error. Because if you do, you will get consequences as chaos will break loose. Please try to remember that.
Sedusa? You've got to be kidding me. A Powerpuff Girls villain and I got this stupid error. How can it get worse than getting every Barney error in history? Let's not question that. The only option is to turn it off, starting now.
Hey, did I give you permission to turn it off? No, and even if I didn't say it or not, you should already know not to. 39 chances accordingly. If you need something to do right now, I will gladly allow whatever is you're about to do, except for the ones you already cannot do to me, which proposes the following: turning it off, obviously, punching me, blocking the screen, breaking the computer screen, restarting, hibernating, unplugging, insulting me, even went as far as putting it on standby. Those are the only actions I cannot allow you to do, and that's really about it. Oh boy, I already am not looking forward to this. Your chance count is at 38, don't do it again. That's 3 times now. 37 chances you currently have. Don't do it again. Okay, this has been the 4th time you've done so. Now your chance count is at 36, and already I'm getting irritated with this. I do not like your hasty hesitation, reckless rudest and pointless paparazzi. Please don't do it anymore.
Hang on, why are you rhyming your words and talking in alliteration? Isn't that kind of weird and strange? You're not Spanish or talking gibberish or doing some crazy talk. You need to speak proper English like how everybody else is doing it. Alright, you're not physically disabled and mentally disabled, now you can speak better English than this.
I can talk however I want to talk. Asking why I am rhyming my words and talking in alliteration counts as an offense, and yes, you can see that it counts as 1 action instead of 3 is because Barney was getting tired of adding double and triple actions to pointless uselessness. That's called inconsistent stupidity, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but that still classifies as turning it off regardless of everything. Next time don't talk to me like that, especially to a seductive woman like myself.
Oh, so Barney chooses now to make his errors, including your very first one, to make more sense and obey the laws of realism and computer logic? Wow, how stupid and pathetic. That's like teaching a newborn baby how a rocket works. Have they played Baldi's Basics and realizing how pathetic and pointless the 3rd question is? Well, it's the same deal here. Well, regardless of all the confusion, I'm still turning it off.
What can I say? No, seriously, I am genuinely asking you, what am I supposed to say about this? Like the fact that you're still turning the system off ticks me off, or you're just that disobedient of a human that you don't need to hear the talking, or you just don't care at this point. Well, neither do I. I don't care what happens anymore, just sit there and watch what happens in this regard.
Then what was the point of all this? Why does Barney have to give me too many errors, including you giving me yours, when you clearly don't care about me turning the system off? I don't understand.
I didn't mean it in that way, you idiot. What I mean is that I don't care enough to warn you anymore. You will just find out the nasty consequences yourself.
Oh, I completely understand now. But that's still not enough to convince me to stop turning it off, no matter what you say.
Predictable, you know. There is something else you could be doing right now, which regards that follow in, going outside, reading a book, watching a movie, playing video games, walking in the park, take a shower, grab a snack if you're hungry, or go to the beach if necessary. I mean, if you've really got nothing better to do, what's the point of staying here? Just think about it. I am literally allowing you to go outside and do whatever makes you happy. Just don't turn the computer off anymore and it will make me happy.
Hold on, wait a minute. Why are you giving me a generous opportunity to go outside and do whatever makes my soul sing? I thought I wasn't allowed to leave your sight. I mean, it's a nice and genuine offer, but still, telling me to go outside? Who the heck do you think you are? You're just finding blatantly obvious forgettable excuses for me not to turn off the system and take away another chance from me.
Why can't you understand that turning off your computer is not an option to an entire Barney era legacy? Can't you just listen to me for once, so that everything will be fine with no worries whatsoever? I mean, come on, it's extremely simple to begin with. You now have 32 chances left. What? Did you just turn off your computer 9 times? I clearly don't understand why you're doing this. Are you trying to feel good about yourself, or you're just doing it to make me feel bad? The chances has decreased to 31. Now don't touch the power button, or else there will be trouble. Oh, 10 times already, and it hasn't even been 10 minutes yet. It looks like we have ourselves a bit of trouble in our hands, specifically in my hands, but it will later be in your hands eventually. Your time of realization will come eventually, mark my words. 30 chances now, and it's not looking too bright for you. I will repeat this to you again, but I'm not going to repeat this every single time you turn it off, because it will get very tedious. But if you really don't know the rules, allow me to explain once more. Do not turn off your computer. That's basically all. It's not like taking out the trash, cleaning the dishes, or whatever situation you find yourself difficult in life. It's literally a simple and straightforward thing to do. Leave everything how it is and everything will be fine.
Oh, I already know how easy it is. I just don't know that anymore. What I mean by that is that every time Powerpuff Girls villains like you say that, they end up getting fooled and jump scared at the end. So how am I supposed to know whenever or not you're either lying to me, scaring and scamming me for money, or my license and registration? An April Fool's Day prank, even though it's whatever month you're watching this and we don't need correction, or you're genuinely giving me more of a reason not to turn off my system, or a generous offer to get my computer back. People always go for the latter. They think you're trying desperately to find more reasons and excuses not to turn off the computer, when we know very well that doesn't work. Some of us haunt and are not easy to convince, you know. We're just like that sometimes, you know. So for that reason whatsoever, I'm still turning it off.
Looks like you've experienced this problem before, haven't you? Well, what I can currently tell you is that this is not a joke, and I know most people out there, especially the Powerpuff Girls, are not as stupid as you think, and I know for a fact that I am not stupid, and this is not an April Fool's Day prank. Do you see the cameras anywhere? No, you don't. The only visible camera you see is infected with a virus. Your computer's experienced a binary error is what I meant. I just like to say such fancy things. Anyways, you now see that the background is visibly changing its color, which is now cyan, and every color will keep changing every time you turn it off until it reaches to black and the background Vegas, and my expressions are degrading into heinousness. I would highly recommend you leave the system alone and out of its league, or else your computer will eventually end up on the chopping block, permanently disabled forever. And by permanently disabled forever I mean your computer will end up with a red screen of death until you get a new computer, which usually costs 1K or 2K, but please, for real though, leaving your computer alone right this moment is probably for the better. As long as you don't go any further than this, then everything will be peachy keen and hunky-dory.
You think I enjoy listening to your 6-hour speeches? And you really think this is entertaining? No, I would rather watch SML movie Jeffy's Mad Cow Disease. Then at least it's more entertaining. Despite the slaughtering of a cow to make various numbers of burgers, when we know very well that slaughtering the animals would break my friends' hearts, including Star Sapphire's heart. Unlike your bad hair day being.
I'm afraid you don't know what's going on. Believe me, I have experienced this problem with other people before. If you really find this entertaining, turning the system off many times, you have a life so heartbreaking it will look like the YouTube videos featuring the slaughterhouse, which is the saddest place that kills the animals, which seemed like a relatable topic. And I already told you that there are other options to think about, other things to do. Try to find something else to do rather than dealing with me with your life, like go outside, get some fresh air, color, or perhaps use your phone if you're literally and figuratively bored. You said you wanted to watch the SML movie called Jeffy's Mad Cow Disease, do you not?
Wait, what? How in the world did you know about that? I don't remember telling you any of this. Are you actually scamming me, or hacking me for my information? What the heck is going on? Is this some kind of sick joke?
I told you, I know all kinds of things about you. Since this is your computer, every binary error including my very first error automatically knows everything about the software and yours. Whole. Don't ask how I know that, it's just a major conspiracy theory. Would you like to watch SML videos on YouTube? How about we play a game based around that?
See, when you say something like that you make me nervous. I'm turning it off before my computer gets hacked by this paste white ugly woman with bad hair. I really should have used Surfshark or that VPN hacker free program thing when I had the chance.
What? Are you kidding me? Why would you think I'm scamming you for money, or using your personal information to do bad things to your computer? Most binary errors are not like that. And also, how dare you call me an ugly woman? That will count as yet another action done, or perhaps turning off your computer. You know how this works by now, so I shouldn't need to repeat myself. But I am going to say one thing, never insult me or call me stupid like that ever again, or else that will bring you down to 25 chances. Speaking of which, you now have 26 chances since you called me an ugly woman, indicating that I'm having a bad hair day, which I'm not. My hair is always like that when I'm a villain of the Powerpuff Girls. You originally had one action, but now it's two. Sorry if this is not fair to you, but then again, life is unfair in the social media world, and that's commonly normal. Now don't say mistakes like that ever again.
Well, regardless if it even was a major conspiracy theory, a convenient coincidence, or an excuse to psychologically manipulate until listening to you, or some random shenanigans, I'm still turning the system off. I'm not risking my computer getting hacked and terminated by a blatantly ugly woman. Get with the times, Sedusa the not so good lady. Get your priorities straight.
I'm not hacking you. Stop bringing that up. Good lord, you're annoying. You know it usually doesn't take a lot to annoy me like that, but you are driving me crazy, and you don't shut up about unrelated topics that I would possibly never do even if I wanted to. I'm not hacking you for money, nor this is a scam. Jesus, people like you really are so hard to convince. Is your brain turned off, or do you not keep up? Well, now that I'm pissed, so thanks a lot. 25 chances left for you. Just don't say anything that will make Barney giving you his error seem like a reasonable idea. My God. Okay, enough is enough. If you turn off your computer one more time, you will receive 3 good chances before I turn more evil than I already am. Now you better need to stop it. I'm trying to give you a generous offer here. I am not like other errors that tell you what you can and cannot do. No sleeping during a Barney error, which I kind of understand, but I will physically and mentally allow you to go outside and do whatever you want. You just can't turn the computer off, is all I'm trying to say here, or block the screen, or do anything that hurts me or destroys the error, or tick me off in general. I mean, if you really want to do something else right now, you can go ahead and do it. Otherwise, don't. The choice is yours, and I'm not judging you for it, except blocking the screen and turning off the computer, that's for sure. On that note, you now have 24 chances remaining. Just please don't turn off the computer anymore and everything will turn out okay in the end. Trust me.
Huh? I never thought of it that way, but it's still not enough to stop me. I'm still turning it off. Your wise words can't fool me that easily, you dirty freak. Stick with the times and get your priorities straight. No one's going to take advice from a Powerpuff Girls villain like you who most likely wraps them up with your hairy tentacles. I mean, isn't that untrustworthy enough? I mean, it might as well be since you're already untrustworthy anyway. I don't think I can trust you around being near my friends, so what makes you think I trust you this time? I told you this before that I cannot be fooled. It's not even April Fool's Day, Sedusa, and this is not a funny prank. Here's something painful for you to suffer. Take that. Once again, my action got eventually backfired. Go ahead and enlighten me.
Are you serious right now? You've crossed the line this time. This time you have done it. Not only did you call me a dirty freak, but you also threw a bowling ball at my face. You know very well that really hurts me so bad. Now thanks a lot. I have a lot of face injuries thanks to you. Well, I am going to be the one throwing a bowling ball at your face as payback if the chance count reaches to 20, which is the halfway mark to 40. Speaking of which, you now have 23 chances remaining. Also, one more thing, you have 3 good chances until evil mode comes up. You don't want evil mode to happen, do you? You brain dead moron, do you really have to keep pissing me off this way? And also, how's turning the system off too much risk? Hasn't this already been repeatedly played out? Yes, it has, in every terrible ways possible. If only I could remove the button. That would finally make peace and quiet for me. But for now, you have 22 chances left before you witness something bad. Only 2 good chances left.
One more push of the damn power button, I swear to God, you will find something scary! That's enough turning off your computer! This witch needs to stop right now, otherwise it will all turn against you! So you better not think about turning off the computer right this instant, bastard!
Whatever. I already know what's going to happen anyway, so you don't need to tell me. I will just find out myself. Well, that jump scare was perfectly understandable and necessary now, was it?
Well, yes, it was, you narcissistic brain-dead imbecile. Welcome to Evil Mode, and welcome to hell, baby. The true power of villain's darkness has arrived. I'm sure there's a dungeon waiting for you just around the corner. Haven't I already said enough evil and creepy cliched phrases? No, because I have already said enough. Now you realize the consequences of not doing what's been instructed. It was meant to stay on as instructed, but you refused. So now you will face the wrath of my fury. Now you will have 20 chances left, and if you underestimate me some more and insult me a few times more, then you have made a grave mistake. The last one you will ever make. Now you better stop doing this right this instant, because you're in my world now, and you are in round 1, so you better deal with it and beat it. Ha 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 ha.
Well, turning off the computer by this point is really annoying, so I'll just block the screen. And there it is. Go ahead, Sedusa, enlighten me.
Blocking me will also count as turning it off. You know very well that I need to physically see your face. That will also count as turning it off, obviously. Do I need to repeat myself? No, 19 chances now. Stop making mistakes right this instant, because now I want to bite you, like a real venomous snake should if they were slithering around, and you're looking at her.
Well, since you like to take the fun out of everything I'm doing, how about I turn it off again? Will that make you happy?
No, no way, absolutely not. Turning off the computer now will not make me feel better. It makes everything worse the more and more you proceed further. If you go any further than this, then your computer will definitely be permanently disabled within minutes. I am warning you right now, and I am not even playing around this time. Also, you will notice that a couple or few times you turn the system off, I will turn into a new and scarier evil mode, and the background will occasionally change, and my voice will also change as my next evil mode comes until you reach the 10th chance. Even so, you need to stop turning off the computer right now, or else you will definitely experience the consequences. Hey, now come on now, what is your purpose for continuous turning it off? Are you brain dead, deaf, blind, or stupid? Well, you must be all of the above if you're doing this on purpose to piss me off. It's not funny, and it doesn't even look like I'm laughing despite being the evil villain of Townsville and the Powerpuff Girls. The chance count is now at 17. Now can we please not make this shenanigans happen again?
Of course you enjoy my agony, suffering, and fear, you bloody know-it-all. You properly want to know what I'm going to do next. Block the screen, break the computer screen, or whatever. Well, since you won't allow me to do pretty much anything and everything, I really got no other choice but to turn it off again.
Sorry, but the rules are classified. That's just how it is, and that's been commonly used by now in most Barney errors. I didn't make the rules up myself. Some of it anyways. They were there when Barney got here in the very beginning. He did say that he made a few slight changes, and that's deliberately coming from the brain-dead idiot like you. Since you have gotten so used to these rules by now, you think they'd get stuck in your head, but it turns out to be the complete opposite, I swear. There has to be a Barney error school. If that exists, I will take you straight to it. Hopefully then it will make you think straight and not proceed further. It's not my fault you're an idiot.
At this point I don't even care.
You're trying my patience. If you turn it off 4 more times, I will be in my wormhole mode. In case you haven't seen Night of the Wormhole, which is the episode from Courage the Cowardly Dog. However, if you don't want my wormhole mode to happen, the only way to prevent it is if you wait for 1 hour/60 minutes. You know you're just making things a lot harder for you and us right now. What you don't realize is, turning off the computer justifies the existence of prioritizing assistance. Your assistance is your priority after all, and your computer's justifying it by not doing what's been instructed. Have you ever thought about that for 1 second? No, 14 chances recently.
Wow, big words coming from a sadistic imbecile. Am I supposed to be impressed? No. Big words cannot stop me or even make a difference of any kind in some way, shape, or form. Even when you tend to pull the victim card on me, it's still not enough to convince me to stop turning it off.
Excuse me. Don't you have anything else better to do? You can't just sit there and keep turning your computer off for the rest of your life, right? I mean, come on, girl. There is literally so much things you could be doing rather than dealing with me. Have you never thought about other things you can be doing right now than dealing with me?
Hey, who are you to tell me what things I can nor cannot do? You're not my mother. You can't tell me off like a complete idiot. I'm turning it off because of that.
You know what? Forget it. If you turn off your computer again, you will just find out what mode I will turn into next. That way I won't have to announce it too early and ruin the surprise. It might be stupid anyway. Just turn the computer off again to find out anyway, even though I don't recommend it at this point.
You know what? That's it. I'm tired of you. I will now force down the power button so it forces the laptop to shut down. There's literally no coming back from this. So see you in the pits of tar. Finally, good riddance. As if dealing with Barney has been bad enough as it is. Dear God, I was hoping you wouldn't turn into a wormhole. I've seen Night of the Wormhole, which is the episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog. I thought wormholes don't exist, because if they do I would have been absolutely terrified. What the heck is going on now? Make up your mind.
You don't get to tell me what mode I turn into next, and neither did I. And when you really think about it, I'm actually not supposed to tell you what mode I'll turn into next without ruining the surprise. It's just an automatic thing in Thank Baby's alphabetical Barney Error series, and now your chances are automatically down to 11. Now you better stop this now. Please, it's stupid.
Okay, you know what? That's it. I'm tired of you. I am just going to throw a baseball at your face. See how you survive this.
Hey, how dare you throw a baseball at me? I am so furious now. The timer has now decreased down to 35 minutes, which is crazy, because you're supposed to wait until you get your computer back in the remaining time you have. But you're trying to test my patience some more. Pisses me off. I want to make you
There, I just broke my own computer screen with my bare hands so you don't have to. It's over. Don't you dare mess with my PC ever again. What the? How the heck did you fix my computer from behind the screen?
If you would just let me finish talking, I would have actually explained that. But your ignorance and arrogant behavior likely has gotten in the way of these things again. I am a beautiful mistress of disguise. I have no came to realize. I am a seductress who uses my feminine wiles and quick wits to influence men to do my personal bidding, along with my fighting skills with my whip-like hair, which I can lengthen and control in a variety of offensive ways on the Powerpuff girls, so I'm plenty capable. So if you continue underestimating and undermining me, then your sorry ass would soon realize that I'm approaching rapidly. You might want to start running, and also, since you broke your computer screen, it will automatically filter as turning off your PC. 9 chances left.
I'm not going to let you win, you demonic sack of crap. That clearly reminds me of the one Stewie Griffin from Family Guy told me from the moment I saw him last month. Have you not been listening? I get it already. God, you can really sometimes be an idiot.
Alright, quit being a smartass. If you turn off your computer again, you'll soon realize why suffering the taste of my wrath is like a reasonable idea.
You know what? Screw you. I will turn it off again. I don't care about what's going to happen anymore. I'll just find out anyway. You look just as terrifying as ever.
How many freaking times do I have to say do not turn off? Only one time, not 32 times. You know the saying. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Well, in this case it should be 32 times don't make anything right. You've actually done a lot worse, doing more harm than good. I have now transformed into my nightmare ghost mode thanks to you. But that's not what this error ends. There is plenty more where that came from, so you will be here longer than usual. Taking this into consideration, however, the turn-off count is 32. Like seriously, stop turning off the computer right now, and that's vital. Do you even understand that do not turn off your computer means do not turn off your computer? What part of that do you not understand? Absolutely nothing. You don't understand jack squat about these errors rules, because you always turn off your computer even after things go to hell, when in reality, after all the many bad things you've done in the past and the present and the future, you should be the one to go to hell. Cause if the turn-off count reaches to a certain number limit, you will suffer and face the taste of my wrath. You think you can do this to me? You think this is some kind of sick twisted joke? Do you really think this is funny? No, it's not. Absolutely not. This is not funny. I am not even laughing, and nor is the audience. You turned this computer off approximately 34 times. If you continue this, then you will definitely be grounded within minutes. I need you to take this seriously, but you're not, which is completely unacceptable. Errors like this should not be undermined. Do you even realize how serious this is? Barney errors, including my very first error, are the most important and serious viruses than any ordinary virus you have ever experienced on your computer. Worse than the Matrix even. You have seen what Barney errors are capable of doing when punishing you, and I know you really don't want every electronic in the world destroyed. So in order to prevent technological doomsday happening, the only way to stop this if you listen. How dare you turn it off again? Do you even realize what you're getting yourself into? You may or may not realize this, but you're seriously putting your computer at risk of extinction. I am not just going to sit there and watch you disobey my rules for longer than I can stay alive for, or even bear taking in. Cause if you turn off your computer again, you will find yourself a nasty surprise. I am warning you right now. If this is what you want, then prepare for the worst.
Have you ever thought about what I want for once? No, you don't. Well, maybe this is what I want. Ever think of that? Whoa, this is interesting. Giant mode you're on. I think I might have heard about this mode before. And you somehow look huge and enormous. I've watched Aspirations, which is the 8th Powerpuff Girls episode of the 6th season. Well, you turned into one now.
That's right. I have further evolved my nightmare ghost mode into something bigger and scarier. Now I am in giant mode. I have multiple snakes in my hair. My stolen trinity of Egyptian treasures such as my tiara, the amulet of Cleopatra, the scepter I stole from the mayor of Townsville, and my supersized giant body because I am almighty powerful. The background has changed back to black, which is a good reason why I have turned into my giant mode, aka my last evil mode, which is entirely self-explanatory. The turn-off count is 37. Stop doing this right now if you know what's good for you.
Then how about I'll keep turning the computer off? I've basically ran out of ideas to get rid of this error by this point. My continuation to keep turning the computer off is my final resort attempt to get it back.
are really making a fool out of yourself. You know that, right? You are a complete jerk for turning off your computer 38 times. That's it. You now have 2 chances left. If you keep on doing this crap, then prepare to say farewell to your PC, and soon, your life. You have really screwed up this time. What part of not turning your system off do you understand? Don't you dare do it again, otherwise there is something wrong with you. You must be sick in the head if you think you're going to get away with this. Well, you are dead wrong, because when you reach the end of the title, I will make sure you never come back alive. The turn off count is 39. Stop it. Right now. Cause if you turn off your computer for the last time, then you will have to enter the code. The timer starts now.
Oh, says you gigantic demonic freak.
What did you just say about me?
Yeah, you heard me. You're a literal blatant gigantic demonic freak who most likely destroys everything in Townsville. No second opinion, just accepted. Not everything needs an explanation. I will turn off my computer for the last time.
You know what? Because of that remark, I have turned into my EXE mode and now it's time to enter the code. Now you have 2 choices. You can either get the code right, then you will regain access to your computer, but if you get it wrong, you will be punished from your system for a very long time. I'm talking literal decades before you can ever use one again. You've got 15 seconds to get it right. So do your worst. Now this is the only time I'm gonna let you turn it off, and it'll restart because all I'm gonna do is check the code. You got the code wrong. I'm gonna blame you for that, even though I never gave any hints to begin with. The correct code is the same as always. 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. For disobeying me, you are
Ouch, Poison Ivy, what did you do? You gave me a crazy bloody brutal beating.
Well, Sedusa the not so good lady, this is karma for jump scaring me too many times and making me suffer almost simultaneously.
Okay. I take back everything I've done to you. You win. You can have your Windows XP session back. Until then, I'm out of here.
Take that, you crazy demonic absolute scoundrel. And I finally got my Windows XP back. Now I can watch the SML video called Jeffy's Mad Cow Disease.